Right. I haven't touched any FICSMAS, but I'm going to get the trees unlocked to stop the gifts from falling. I want to deal with FICSMAS later, but I would just like to stop that.
Thank you Gazalanch77 for renewing your Tier 1 sub of 59 months. I think this is another repeat on the 59-month sub, but enjoy me bragging again anyway. Good to see you again, my friend.
Gaz, thank you very much for the 59-month sub. That's absolutely awesome. Really appreciate your generosity and support. Good to see you, absolutely. I hope you're doing well. Alright, I'm going to... I don't even know what day I'm up to. I'm pretty sure we've done day 4. No, we haven't done day 4. There you go.
This data cartridge enables the second pair of FICSMAS Mantry branches to be unlocked. Fixit thought it was being very clever with the layout of this research tree. About as clever as you.
Thanks, Ada. Alright, shows the ones you've done. So I was correct in getting 4. Work Christmas party today. Nothing outrageous or even much drinking, but I'm wiped, mentally empty. It can be like that at parties, work ones. I need some more bows. Whoa, geez, the game took a bit of a FPS hit there. Well, bow me over, I've got some. Wow. Even if the ghost exit said bye to a favourite few and then vanished, I like doing that.
The red and blue FICSMAS ornaments are produced from gifts, unsurprisingly, but this time in the smelter. Now I hope you listen to that, because I will not repeat it no matter how confusing this all is. Blame the original Fix-It Fun engineers. Most of them ended up in jail for various reasons. But do not worry, the event has since been vetted by the second generation of Fix-It Fun engineers, who were only sued.
Thanks, Ada. FICSMAS tree upgrade 1. I'm just going to make some notes here. And this is what I want, these here. What do I need? 50 reds and 50 blues. Okay. Wow. This game's really lacking performance. It's worse than I remember. How's everything your way? Renee behaving? Louise behaving? A little bit of column A and a little bit of column B. Things are good, Gaz. Yeah. There's no... oh, do I have to... Yeah, right. Yeah, it's all in the foundry, isn't it? Yeah, work's been good. What else? There hasn't really been much going on, just working, looking forward to wrapping it up. DJ, the builder menu started lagging after an hour or so as well. Okay, yeah, the last update kind of broke it. Okay, well, I'm glad it's not just me that's experiencing this, because it's a bit much. All right. Oh, is it the smelter? He who smelt it dealt it? Do I have a smelter here? I don't have a smelter. We'll put a couple of smelters here. Yeah, I'll put one. There we go. Ooh. Do I have any more? I don't. I only have one. All right, we'll get those cooking, and then we'll go. So the last update was the update at the end of November, just before FICSMAS release. That's the one you're talking about. I do think I remember feeling it was a bit crappy. That's all right. We'll push through it. No, they did another one a week or two ago. Okay, rightio. Thank you. Well, 2nd December. Fix calendar awards. Fix gifts will stop falling after building 10 trees. Okay, nice. That's all I need to build then. That's all I want. Then it will stop littering the landscape. Yeah. Yeah, gotcha. 1.1.1.2. Uh-huh. Yeah, they still use the CL number up here, which now that it's a full release game, I don't feel like they should have a release number on the screen. And if they do, it should be the correct release number. Oh, 10 trees is all it'll take for stuff to stop falling. Hold my beer. Yeah, it's it just stops them falling in random locations, you know, when you're out exploring on the map. I would kind of like that to no longer be a thing. And that doesn't need to be a thing. Well, the summer slips definitely have helped speed this up. FICSMAS Gift Tree.
You can now finally automate gift production with the FICSMAS Gift Tree and focus your attention back on tasks of actual importance, like not questioning where the gifts are coming from, and improving your infrastructure.
Perfect. That's all I want. Isn't the objective of FICSMAS to build a giant tree? Yeah. So there it is there. And it gets bigger as you go and do more stuff. I just want to get the trees happening so they stop annoying me with falling gifts. So I'm going to need 2. Okay, so I need 10. I'm going to need 20 of the blues and 10 of the reds. Oh. Perfect. You think you should build a big tree on every roof space you have? No. No. I don't think so, guys. Nice try. I need... Oh, you need 30. 30 per tree. Alright, hold on. Let's do that. Ah, it did all that for me. I'm just going to put the gifts in. Sponge, hello, welcome. Good to see you there. Alright. Alright, I finally made my first tree. Hope you're doing alright there, Sponger. Two, three. I don't know where I'm at. I haven't played Satisfactory for a couple of weeks and I'm out of practice. All my key bindings. Forgotten what does what. Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted. keep using oh, built it the wrong way. Oh, let's get another one. I keep trying to rotate based on a key. From the other game. Right. Well, now I just need more of this stuff. And they're going to take forever. We will be setting up a proper factory, but right now I just want to get 10 trees built so we're not producing gifts. I should put a an overflow. There we go. I hope there's a face in the right way. No, I didn't think of the way these place are really weird. DJ, that's how the overflow thing works. Well, I did it hellishly wrong. Yeah, you only need what you want going forward and the other direction overflow. There's a programmable splitter you can do even more as well. A programmable lets you do multiple items. If it's working, then that's all that matters. Really. Don't get too upset about it. And then I'll go and pick up some gifts and then we'll get stuck into... Yep, you was using a smart splitter, but I had both sides pulling items, so it's only sending half through. Okay, rightio, I see what you're saying. That's right. Just change it later. Takes 2 seconds to change it and then it'll be okay. Alright, you need 3 more, and that's it. You're going to fix that right now. 6, 7, 8, 9, and then one at the end, 10. Oh, more gifts coming down. We'll stop you coming down in a sec. We're going to stop you coming down. The red ones are slow. Maybe my heavy modular frames will actually make the amount you wanted. That might just be the case. You get some efficiency going on. How's our power usage? 22,000 consumed. Nice. Right, 3 to go. That one's not lined up. Can't have that. You've built 20 manufacturers specifically for only heavy modular frames, but I was only getting like 10 to 15 per minute. That's a lot of manufacturers for heavies. That's a big setup. Sounds pretty awesome. Now I need 53 more balls, red balls, and I'm done. You don't wish to worry about it? Yeah, well, yeah, if you fix that overflow, you'll be right. It'll be running perfectly. No, I only need a few more. Ooh, I'm almost out of presents, am I? No? Oh, sort of.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 11, 12, 13, 14. 2, 3,
By Hammer,
4.
throwing in the confusion there.
1, 2,
Trying
3,
his
4.
hardest.
2, 3, 4.
Nice work. Good to see you today. Hope you're doing well. How am I doing? I am doing very well, thank you. It's good to be back in the factory. Trying to get... I'm just doing these 10 trees so my gifts stop falling, and then I'll be happy. Then I'll get back to real factory work. We'll do the actual proper FICSMAS stuff a bit later in another episode or two. Maybe that's my Christmas day. I'll do on Christmas Day. I'll just do building FICSMAS. DJ, I've got that. My computer and adaptive control unit factory all linked together, and the overflow gets sent on a train back to your main base and storage area. That's a cool idea. Nothing like a storage base. So you're doing Mine Mogul with mainly roller conveyors turning into a thing. I've been wondering about using lots of roller conveyors and also trying out the packager and packaging everything and sending it on the rollers. Because then you've got less things on the belts. I don't know. if that would make much difference, but alright, done. You've been looking at that as well, curious if it would work. I've had a play with the package of it and didn't set it up in any way serious. I'm just going to chuck all the FICSMAS stuff in this box. And I'll come back to it later. Alright. You got your 3,990 a minute trees in your save. Not sure what that will give me at the end. Wow. That's pretty crazy. Gonna pick up some gifts. Wow, look at that. Aurora Borealis. That's a big ball. Oh, I just narrowly got missed being hit. Compare that to a chill Andrew, it's a drop in the bucket. Yeah, Andrew goes a bit nuts, doesn't he? He does a lot. I'm looking forward to finishing up this playthrough when I get to it, because I'd like to do some other stuff. Some not satisfactory stuff for a while. I think his goal this year is 10 million, not even sure what that would look like. Yeah, he didn't get many frames per second last time he did it, so I think his goal is less frames. He's a crazy man. And he works as well. Like, he's not a full-time streamer, so it's pretty impressive what he gets achieved with the spare amount of time he's got in his life. This one obviously fell on a truck. You reckon probably one of the biggest reasons they optimise 75% of the game like they have? Could be. At least he's helped them find some things. That might be all the gifts in that I can see at the moment. There'll be more around, don't worry. Okay, so let's go over to our radio control units and find out what's the computers is what I'm up to. Let's go over to the computers and see what I'm up to. Wow, that sky is pretty crazy. Crazy colour. What's up, mate? Hey? What's going on? Grandmaster at finding the breaking point of pretty much sure every game he plays. I have no idea where people get that kind of motivation. Yeah, they just see things in a different light and want to try it out. You've also learned not to stand on top of the trucks while they're on autopilot because they have to replace themselves. It'll crash your games. Wow! There you go. Up you get. I didn't know that one, DJ. Come on, you coming up for a pat? No. Oh, false alarm. No pat with Randy. He just hasn't seen me all day, so he's so keen. Sad face, he'll come up later, don't worry. He'll come up later. Right. So we're up to the rubber I need. And I was going to do some recycled from this, from what I understand. Where are we? This is going to be a bit excessive. It's this one here. Yeah. Maybe I'm not. I think this makes some plastic as well. So we need to go and make 3 machines. Let's go and have a look. Gaz wants the Randy to come in. He does. Everyone wants Randy to come in. That's what I want. 45 rubber per minute for 2 machines. Radio. Let's go to the rubber factory and see. Yeah, one of the things too, GJ, is when you ride on the vehicles, when they're on autopilot, you slow them down and it affects their handling, which is quite interesting. Alright, so I need 3. I think we'll just go with this. Trying to think. I don't want to. I can do that. That's a 2 and that's a 2. And then that power does that, so this is the input side. Goes to there. Right. It's mainly putting these supports in here that I wanted to change. So you need to update some of your blueprints. Some of them still have Mark 2 and 3 belts. Oh, well. I actually don't use... I only use the belt speed I need. If that makes sense. So I need to do some... I want to do some changes here. That one... Oh. Yeah, it is there. You're using the manifold belt type, so creaming power is needed. Understand completely. You are correct there. You are going to have to cream it. Alright, let's fix that, and then we're going to have, this is going to use 67.5 crude oil. Unless it's a manufacturer, those need balance. They are a bit like that, yeah. That one, that's water. Oh yeah, that's coming down. Okay, so that's there because of whatever. Oh, that's water. Yeah, okay, that's not, yeah, because that's, yep, alright, that's fine. I know what's going on here. So, I need to I think in this case I'm going to be here. There's no... So it's crude oil in, rubber and heavy oil residue out. Yep. It's going to have to be this one here. That one ought to be here. Yep, it was here. And then that one there. And there. I knew something didn't look right. What's going on here? Oh. Alright. That's the one I need. That's it. Nudging is also the greatest tool known to man when it comes to pipes. It's so handy. Yes. I'll tell you what, the vertical nudging is the best thing they added to the game. Right. So that is rubber that makes heavy oil residue at 75%. And it's 3. So that's number 1. 2, 3, perfect. And then, so I'll need to bring that in. Let's bring a sign here. So this is crude oil coming in at 67.5 by 3, which is 22.5 each. This is for radio control units. And it is actually for radio control units. Perfect. And then there will be a blank. Copy that. And then there will be $45 by 3, which is 15 each. And it's the heavy oil residue is the same. All right. So now we need to, let me just check. Yeah, that's all working. I need to work out the outputs. I'm going to so we have a heavy oil residue output and we have crude oil output. I'm making, bear with me, I've got to sign back into my spreadsheet. And I've got to approve myself on my security. Yes, it's me. Like my new phone, I got a Unihertz Titan 2. It's like a BlackBerry. I reckon it's pretty cool. Okay. I've had it about a week now. Alright, so I've made 3 of these. Let's send the rubber to where it's got to go, and then we'll work out what has to happen to the heavy oil residue. So is this height okay? This height's probably okay. Yeah. So I need a merger. Where are we? I'm going to do those there and delete the existing belts. And we should be right. Those two and those two. Let's find out our path, because I'm going to have to. I'll tell you what, I reckon I'll make it. I'm going to pass it through that factory because all of that's taken up there, but on this side I reckon go in the back. I reckon I could go through here because it's this factory over here. I should be able to. Oh yeah, I can avoid whatever's going on here. But I should be able to do that. Oh, it needs to be over here though, doesn't it? To match up. That might work still. I can just go down and then, well actually no, I can just, yeah, come here, go down, come under this, and then come back up and still keep following this. That'd be fine. And then, so that's 45. So let's go 3 and 4. It's coming in here. I think it can come in here. All right. Will the quick wire? No, there is no clipping. It's like, yeah, you can see my eyeball. No clipping. Yeah, that might. No, I can't go that. This is the problem. I can't go over that. So I think. Where will I go? Hold on. I've already set them up. No, that's the overflow. Oh, have I? Yeah, no, yeah, okay. I think it needs to be. So it can't be, that's the next one up, isn't it? Yeah. No, that's all right. Here's what we'll do. That's a splitter. That's okay. And then I just put a smart splitter over here to do the overflow here. And it can then go... Right. Yep, so this here. Oh, no, it's not a blueprint anymore. You idiot. Right, so it's that there. This could go here. Nah, it's going to be better if it's back. If it was here. That would go there. And that would be our overflow like that. There we go. So now I've got my overflow, I've got my incoming belt. There's a little bit going on here, but I think I'll put it here. Do I have support? I do, yeah. Right. So this will deal with straight ahead's rubber and left is overflow. Perfect. And it's the perfect height too. I think. Yep. Almost like I planned it. That. Yeah, right. Yeah, I have to. This is where I have to do. That. That's beautiful. Perfect. Right. Now. Right. I'm going to have to go past it either way, but if I go past it... Here it'll be better. Go. And then here I can just able to just go like that to there. There's always a trick to it. There we go. Sweet. And then we just have to work it around this corner. Ah, that's right, it's going to go there. Right, so that's the rubber output dealt with. Now we have to deal with the heavy. I'm just going to go and... actually, I'll leave those there for a sec. Yep, so that's the rubber output. Diluted fuel. Let me just go back here a sec. I need to... Oh, it's 45 heavy oil residue, yeah. I was doing this a few. I think this is my recycled. Charles, hello, welcome. This is a little bit where I get confused. I don't think I've properly explained myself in my spreadsheet at this point. Rubber for the radio control units. I've got 45. What was I doing with the diluted fuel? Let me have a look in the Petroleum Coke. I might have covered in here. Yeah, this one. Byproduct of the rubber computer radio control unit Pioneer, and then this much gets used in the diluted. Right, so I'm going to send it to, oh, this is where it gets complicated. So to get to the Petroleum Coke, the Petroleum Coke needs to be higher than to get to the diluted packaged fuel. Either you're blind or there isn't any pure uranium spots on the map. That is correct. There are no pure uranium slots on the map. There is a number of normals. I think it's because it would have made too much power. Yeah, rubber D12. This is it here. Rubber D12. Okay. I got it. And the reason why I'm going to the Petroleum Coke is there's a little bit more for the Petroleum Coke. Yeah. And then this unpackaged fuel is going to make the plastic for the supercomputer Pioneer. Right. And if I'm correct, it uses rubber and fuel. Now, I can't remember if I'm... No, that's a further recycled plastic line. Yeah. Hell, you're going to need to rethink your reactor plan. Oh, wow. You could use some sloops to increase the output of your manufacturers making the rods, the fuel rods, because that doesn't take any extra input. It'll just double your output. That's one option. Okay, so I need to make 39.375. That's this one here. Perfect. 2 machines. Let's go and check that out. where that's going. You're going to need to make a sub-power plant to power those. Yeah, it is a little bit more power, isn't it? Now, I can't remember. Oh yeah, I've left. Hold on. They're all being used. That's Turbo Ammo Pioneer. Alright, I think yeah, right. Yeah, we need to go up another floor. So I have another floor that has some space left over because I'm not using these here. I will be doing one, so that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. I think I'll do 2 here and then the remaining down below, I think. You want to try and make a 100,000 megawatt nuclear power plant, ideally more, but that's your goal. Nice, yeah. You didn't realise how much power the manufacturers use while slooped and overclocked? It's almost like 800 megawatt. Yeah, it's a lot of power. It's a lot of power. Okay, here's the question. Here is what I might do instead of making petroleum coke for the byproduct, I might just package all of the 45 heavy oil residue and unpackage it. Nah, that's more work. I'm still going to have to come upstairs anyway, but I think that's more work for what I want to do. We're going to go the... Okay, so start off with, I don't need this generator. Let's get rid of this. I need 2 refineries that is going to do packaged fuel. And then in front of it, I will unpackage it because that unpackaged fuel will go to the plastic. And then, yeah, okay. Yeah, so I will need two refineries. They might be okay like this. Now that's the output. So I'm going to need the unpackages. So the unpackaged fuel is two at 65.7%. Well, let's do the other way. So if I had the input coming in here, I'll need I wonder if I'm just trying to see if I line up these platforms too. It's probably there. That might work. I bring my canisters up and my heavy or residue up and then flip it to go. Well, actually I don't need to flip it. I can have the excess happening over there. Yep, we can do that. That might work here. And then we've still got room here for the, so maybe if I allow extra room, I put that there. You could have this here. Nah, the heights are different. But I think if I did this, that might work there. Oh, they're still not going to line up anyway, but that's just going to be one of those, we'll just accept it for what it is. and then we'll work out the rest in a bit. Okay, so this is diluted packaged fuel. At 65.7%. DJ, right, I've got to be getting my morning going. You have yourself a good one. Thanks very much for hanging out. We'll chat to you soon. Have a good day. Right. That's going to need... the space above. I might do something I don't normally do. This is going to be a closed loop, isn't it? Because it's... the unpackaged canisters go back down to where the packaged water's done, and the packaged water comes up, and that goes to the HOR. Right. Now that makes sense. So what if I did... I haven't done this much this playthrough. So this would be a splitter. And this is the right height, and it lines up with... let me just make sure it does correctly line up. Okay. So it's going to come from that direction. The center... I think it's going to be there. No, it's not. Mind you though, yeah, I kind of want... yeah, we'll just go with... no. We're going to go with there. And then that's probably not... oh yeah, that'd be right. Yeah, that's what I want. Unpackaging, that's them coming in. The unpackaging is going to be... yeah, let's deal with that first. So the output of this is just packaged fuel. So I should be able to do... I'll give it a bit of space to there, but it's just going to be straight across. So this will be at 65.7%. I'm going to put I need to put a sign, because that is, yeah, no, that's all right. I'll deal with the sign in a minute. So then the output, everything lines up the same. This is the output of the canisters. Put this up. I need floor holes. That's what I haven't done. Right. That one didn't work. And then this is going to go off to the plastic. What's that going to be? So that's rubber that will be made, the rubber for that. Yeah, this is a is this all of the diluted fuel? Right. So this, well, that's confusing. That is confusing. What am I doing here? This plastic needs, so the fuel, this should be Q20 in my unpackaged fuel. That's Q20, right? So then yeah, rubber, plastic, yeah. And that's F20. That's Q, that's F. Oh, I know. Yep. I think I'm making stuff from before. Oh, God. This is never not complicated. So I've got the fuel, Q16. Who's making Q16? That one, right. And that one is fuel and the plastic. Oh, God. Okay. How many am I doing? Okay, so it's only 2 steps of that. I really needed to and 2 steps of that. Okay. So then how many fuels was I using? Where is all that fuel coming? Because that would be my unpackaged fuel. So this is the one I'm making now. I need 1 more, 2 more, three more. Yeah, right. This is not confusing at all. All right. Woof. We're going to need signs. So where is the heavy oil residue coming for all of these? Because this one was... E, F, G, H. E, F, G. There's not. Oh, no, there is. This is where my spreadsheets let me down. That's this one. It's got to be these. These are the ones that are doing. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, right. Okay. I know where I've made a mistake now. I think. Why did I make... No, I'm working on... Oh, okay. I don't know. No, I'm working on this one here. And then the Petroleum Coke. Right. Okay. So what I can do right now, I understand what's going on. I'm going to set up this package fuel but not actually do anything with it right now. I'm going to run the heavy oil residue to here and then have the overflow go into the Petroleum Coke. So I can start burning it. I'll still be making the rubber that I need, but the heavy oil residue that'll be turned into the diluted fuel, I'll use that for the supercomputer coming up. But right now I'll just sink it in as Petroleum Coke, and that'll make sure that the rubber is being made. That's a lot more simple. Let me make a sign here. All right, sign. I'll put this here for the minute. I'll probably change this, but I'm going to put here. This is the... Things do get complicated, don't they? This is for the... I'll just put supercomputer. And unpackaged fuel. So basically fuel. That's the next production line of this thing. totally know what I'm doing. So the input is heavy oil residue. At 39.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 11, 12, 13, 14. 2, 3, 4.
Firehammer's trying to
1,
smash out the confusions.
1, 2,
A good
3,
time
4,
for it, I reckon. A good time indeed. Welcome for the confusion session. Wow, I tell you what, that got complicated quick. One of the reasons why I'm not a huge fan of the recycling. Packaged water is the next one. Cool. Packaged water. That will be 78.75. That's good because that means our radio control units will be running sooner than I anticipated. 39.42. The output is fuel. At no, output is package fuel. At 78.75 is 39.42. And this one is none. Firehammer, yeah, fractions can be complicated. I tend to clock to make it a bit easy, which can be hard if you limit your build area with a pre-built designated it. You are not wrong. Now that there, I'm going to put my packages sign here. So this next thing would be for plastic. Right. And in comes empty canisters. Two, which equals right. Our packaged, no, our input is packaged fuel. Our input is packaged fuel. Our output is fuel, which all the maths will be the same. And our output so I've got input I'm confused, but I know what's happening. Let's put that down there. Alright. This is our input. This is our output. You idiots. I'm not having a good day. Man of practice. Picked a good time to have a break from Satisfactory. Alright, input's fuel. There's no other input. Our output is fuel. And our output is empty canister. That's better. Alright. I'm glad I documented that because that would have got confusing when I come back later. Now, more importantly is this heavy oil residue coming in, and I actually can use the lowest height. Let's double check that. Yeah, we'll just do that. We'll come in. So that means yeah, I can do this. Aha! Yep. Things got too complicated in spreadsheets. I just filled in the labels as columns. That's pretty funny. So that would be my Petroleum Coke. No, these are different ones. No. Column F, column G. No, I was up to... I have built the machines. Byproduct of rubber. No. I don't know. Rubber. D. D12. There it is there. That one. H. This one here. This is it. I'm going to leave that there. That's my marker. That is the input side. Yep. And this is just going to go straight to the sink. The no overflow, just straight to the sink. So then that would be, this is the overflow line up here. That's it. That's this one here. Yeah, some of this I built a long time ago, ready in preparation. And of course I put it the wrong orientation. Yep, that should be right. So, but it's not going to reach. So I reckon I'll do. If I did this here. Will that reach? Yep. Wow, my mindset on how to build stuff is still in mind mogul. Mind mogul. In mind. My mind is in mind mogul. Some reason I just want to say mind mogul all the time. I even wrote out like some of the YouTube text and the file names as mind mogul and not mine mogul. But my mindset's still there. The keys I'm using and all that. Alright. Bit fired out. Let's have a good old laugh. Yep. Absolutely. I'll come back to that in a sec. I'm just going to put that's just there as a placeholder so I know where to come down. Right. Tongue twisting, mind blowing moments, we all get them. You're not wrong, Firehammer. You're not wrong. Alright, yeah. So what we're going to do is we're going to send these three I'm wondering What kind of height is that? That's 14, so I can still get... Is that right? I'm just going to double check. It's been that long since I've played, I'm confused. 20 meters can apply, which... only a 10-meter head lift. So how is that working? That's not... I must write... Well, I suppose... Hold on. If that's... I need to be... Let's say that's half. That's there. I don't know. I'm right on the cusp of... That's lucky there. Firehammer, the other thing that happens to me more often than I'd like to admit is words just won't come to me. For example, I'll be talking about a school bus and for some reason the word bus. So I'm struggling, you know, with that vehicle with 4 wheels. The yellow vehicle that brings kids to school. Nothing like feeling stupid in the moment. That happens to me all the time. I've had that happen to me with people's names. Like, I live with someone and they've come around to visit a friend, just a housemate. Do you think I could remember their name? It's very embarrassing. Trying to get my position right. Delete that. Start again. Isn't that why Aussies use the term old mate? Von Trotter, this is true. I have used that many times. My problem is a habit I used to get into when I used to go out partying and all that. If I didn't know someone's name, but I thought I knew their name, I would just go with my gut feeling, and I'd introduce, this is Peter, or hey Peter, how you going with it? And either they're going to say my name's not Peter, or they're just going to be too embarrassed to try and say something to me. So then from then on, they're called Peter. It's happened to me a lot. If I haven't, they just call everyone mate. So why bother to learn their names yet? You know, a Kiwi and we all say mate or bro or just mumble something. Yeah. Unfortunately, sometimes when you're drunk and you're trying to impress people, go with this here. Yeah. It's happened a few times. Why is horizontal to vertical such an annoying... Oh, we'll just go with... No, that's terrible. Why does curved look better? That's really frustrates me, some of this. Worst time to try and impress. Yep. Well, if you're out partying, you can just say your brain went in a walkabout. So you're just winging it. Uh-huh. Yep. It wouldn't be the first time I've said that. I reckon there. That's what I've been trying to do. If you've been trying to wonder what my brain's just been trying to do the last couple of minutes, we've been chatting away. It's getting that positioned. Right. No. This is not... Oh yeah, this is right. This is a rubber output. Yep. Oh, but I positioned all of this terribly. God. Too busy chatting to you guys. Von Trotter, well that makes me Paul Perfect, as that's my name in real life. No. No, it's not wrong. That's correct. Tell you what, blueprints come in super handy when you make a mistake. Doesn't take long to fix up your errors. You can delete the whole thing. It's fantastic. Oh no, don't blame us for your senior moment. A woman at work said something at work. I was cleaning or something like that. I came outside to shake a mat, and she's across the other side of the yard, and I heard her say, "Oh, I have to get Troy to come and do my place," or something like that. And I heard her, and I was like, "Oh yeah, you reckon?" And she's like, "Blimey, you can hear me from all the way over there." So, well, I might be 47, but I've still got good ears. She was not expecting my amazing hearing. All right, that's the rubber factory coming out. Coming up there is not what I wanted, but that's okay. Let's fix that. I'm thinking about too many things right now, but I know where I'm up to. I need to bring this out. It needs to be the next floor up anyway, but it needs to be somewhere like there maybe? Nah. Because the next one would be there. So the next one's there. Pretty sure that's what it'll be. That's it. As long as, and I think that's gonna be an issue in here because I made a change a while ago. That runs straight up. So I think in that case it'll be the one on the other side. No, it's got to be the next one up. There we go. That's fine there. That's coming through fine there. All right. All right, so that is number 9. Do I do it on... I'm going to do this one. Well, actually, this one, yeah, that one to there. To there. I think. There's a new game called The Last Caretaker. Have you heard of it? Looked at trying it. I have watched someone play it. At the moment, I don't have any plans to play it. Maybe in the future. Yeah. Does look pretty cool. Have you been playing it at all? Right. Okay, that's into there. That's coming across. Now that's how I'm going to do it. That's how I'm going to do it. Yep. I know how I'm going to do it. Alright, so the heavy is coming in here. Oh no, you're 53. You spent far too many years playing way back in the ZX Spectrum days. Just don't have the passion for it these days. Being a solo dad of 4 young girls. Wow. 3 under 6 and an 18-year-old. You're just a game watcher. Game for over 40 years. Holy moly. Yeah, well, you'd be strapped for a time. Crap. I just missed it. Is it that one? It is that one, yeah. I don't know if I want it to be there. I reckon there. And I reckon... there. So now, I'll have the heavy coming up, and then I'll keep coming up and I'll go over that way, and that'll be the overflow, and that will go to the Petroleum Coke. Hell yes, wasn't thinking I'd be in this position, but life has this funny bloody things. It's definitely not a bloody box of chocolates, no. Smoking, you're still on your big city build. I'll be on this build for a while yet, Smoking. I've got all the All the things to automate. Everything in the game needs to be automated. I'm gonna go. How does it go? 4. Yeah, okay, 3. Yeah. I might. Yeah, that's annoying. I think I should. Well, actually, that's not ideal. But wait, so horizontal vertical is not going to work there. I didn't think so. And this will be overflow. And this will go here. Here. Okay. Right here. So this can go there. Don't think. Hey. Just leave that there as a reference. So the Petroleum Coke inputs on this side. Right, where are we? I think it's going to be there. Looks about right. So this one, it would be here. Perfect. That's that. I'm not going to hit anything. That's good. Let's just get that down. We should probably be on. Nah. No, actually, no. Not gonna be. goes to there. And then this one. And that wasn't right. And then power here. Power's not super important right now, but let's just go with a refinery pole. I reckon that. Close. Right, so they'll take in the heavy until they fill up. And then let's go over here and do my petroleum coke. And then we should be able to hook up the rubber, the crude oil, and it will work. Alright, I reckon we're ready to hook up the crude oil. Everything else should be ready to go. This should actually start producing radio control units. This should be what's needed for the computers. Oh, hold on. Well, this is why I checked. I think it's 13. Ah, that's it. Okay, so that's got power. That's the correct one. Let's go hook up the rubber, the crude oil, and we should be working. We can watch the whole production line spin up. Oops. Now, yeah, I suppose we might just do that. I don't have one at a 0 elevation, so I've got to come down. That's it. Right. Oh. That's not what you wanted to do. So annoying. Right, there it goes. I'll put some supports in. Yep, that looks like that's working. Rightio. So that rubber's going to pump out for a bit. The heavy oil residue, pump it. That's the only thing I've missed. That'll get pumped up to the diluted fuel, overflow and make its way to the petroleum coke, and that petroleum coke will get sunk, but later it will then flick over, and once I start doing the diluted fuel, will start working. But I have to wait until all this heavy oil residue buffers up. Before it starts pumping it away. 50 meters should be enough to get it to where it's going. But it'll be a little bit, this is going to take quite a while to actually really, because we're only making 45 heavy oil residue a minute, it's going to be a while. It's already started going up. But it has to fill this whole pipe up and the buffers in those machines before it goes up over and heads over to the petroleum coke. But that's okay. That just means it will get sunk. That's the main thing. And then this plastic. So we've got a few minutes of waiting. Let's just run around the factory and check. There's no packages left around. FICSMAS packages. I wonder if they show up on the map. They do. I reckon that slug is gone. But the I'll leave you there, mate. I've got heaps. I'll protect you. The rubber would be appearing on that belt there, not yet. We'll check in a minute and give it some time. But it should be producing at the right rate straight away. So those computers should be generating correctly straight away, which means the radio control units should start working correctly straight away. And yeah, awesome. I don't see any FICSMAS packages. There are some over there, some more, I think. Maybe once they've stopped falling, they disappear too. Not sure. Not sure if that's a thing or I'm just making stuff up. I did collect a few of them. I assume my box would be full by now. And we'd be sinking them. Here's one over here. Yeah, they're all sinking now. Which is awesome. I'll just check over this way because I was over this way earlier. I can't remember if I got them all. Hey buddy. Looks like I did. There's another sulfur node here. No, a limestone node I'm collecting from. But yeah, I don't see any more packages. Oh. While we're here, eh?
Live, laugh, consume.
Alright, let's go and check on this rubber. I don't see any other packages at the moment. Oh, I'm glad it was just just the rubber, and I had the method to sink the byproduct, but still use it in the future, because I thought Will was doing a full, what do you call it, recycled setup. That was what's in my head, but clearly it wasn't. Which I am glad of, simply because it gets the it finishes off the radio control unit production line, which is a lot of work gone into getting it running. So it should be over here. Let's see if we've got rubber running in yet. That does look like the rubber we need. The rubber's supposed to be here, so let's find out where it is. It's here. Yep, perfect. That's 45 rubber a minute, which is perfect. These are the first couple of cycles, but then it's the proper amount coming through each time. How much power? That doesn't look right. What did I do wrong there? How did I screw that up so well? Alright, that's better. Right, 12:34 a.m. Better hit the fart sack. Laters, no worries. Thanks for hanging out. We'll chat to you a bit later on. I'm not far off bed myself. And I also failed on that one again. I'm just delaying the rubber that's supposed to be getting here. Wish you could place rubber on the bit like you can with Mind Mogul. Oh, there's a bit of slowness with the circuit boards that have stopped. What's going on there? Why aren't they running? Oh, I've missed. I haven't done a part of the circuit boards. It'll be the copper sheet or the silica. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. Well, that will be... It's the copper sheet. I thought I made the copper sheet, so I mustn't have just run it back. Let's have a look. Circuit boards. '66 copper sheet. I haven't made it. Well, in that case, that will be the next episode. Because I haven't got it in me to do that today. I don't think, yeah, I'm going to have a look, but yeah. Nah. I'll need to make another floor because it's 6 small machines. So yeah, that'll be... Oh, hold on. Oh, I've got the floor. I just need to make the machine, hook them all up, but still, that's going to be the next episode because that's going to be too much work for me. Too much work for me today. Let's make sure this is still flowing correctly. No. My heavy oil residue has stopped. It's my head lift. 14 head lift. Okay. Let's follow it to find out where it's stopped. There's your problem. Right here. Well, I'll get that fixed. That's kind of important. Pretty sure it was a 9. Yep. I'm going to come to here. No, I reckon I'll do this. That's about reach, but this should reach to here. There we go. Oh, that was a bit of a mistake. And yeah, we just got to do the copper. And once the copper's done, the copper sheets, then we'll be running. So, false alarm in the radio control unit's being complete today. I can deal with that. As long as this is working the way I anticipated, I'll be happy. So, we go up here now. They are full, so now I should be getting heavy coming up here. Yep. Let's go and see the head lift we're getting on that. Perfect. There, it's coming down. Yeah, it's running at 100% already. Well, it'll catch up. It's not going to run perfectly initially. That's 3, that's 3, so that's fine. That's everything's going to be perfect. Well, that's working anyway. It'll just take a while for that pipe to saturate. This will never actually be running at full capacity once the diluted is working. It's just the excess that will come over here, but it's better than nothing. Power. Yeah, we're still about the same. Oh. You go up, you go down, you go up, you go down. I want to tweak this ladder. If I underclock it a little bit, then I can, and maybe I could package and unpackage and sync in between that's not filling. And then that would never, nothing would ever back up. That's not really necessary. But anyway, that's going to be it for today. The rubber's flowing. I need to do the copper sheets and then the radiator control units will be running. It took me a while to get my head back into Satisfactory brain. Wonder how many coupons we've made today. We're sinking the trees extra today. We'll have to build a FICSMAS factory. Work out where that's going to go. Six coupons. Not bad. Perfect time for an autosave. Rightio. So we finished the rubber for the radio control units, or for the computers for the radio control units, which required petroleum coke for the heavy oil residue, but we're also going to be turning that into diluted fuel for supercomputers for plastic with the recycled. So we've got it. We did some stuff setting up for the future, and we'll continue that when we get to that, to the supercomputers, but the rubber's working. And also the only thing we've got left to do is the copper sheets for the circuit boards for the computers. And then once that's done, radio control units will be running. And we'll be able to see if I've made any problems in the production line and fine tune them and work them out. Have a good morning, afternoon, evening, night. I look forward to seeing you soon. Bye.